Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will discuss the important current affairs for the upcoming Prelims 2018. And friends, நம்ம பார்க்க போற first topic is all about BRICS. So why BRICS அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, recently a BRICS summit held in China, that is in Xiamen. So Xiamen declaration அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு newspaperல பார்த்திருப்பீங்க. So it is important for you to know about the BRICS. So what is this BRICS அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, see, this happens to be an annual summit. Fine. So generally people tend to confuse that this BRICS is an organization. No friends, BRICS is not an organization. Rather, BRICS is an annual summit of 5 member nations. Fine. And BRICS பத்தி இன்னும் உங்களுக்கு தெரியணும்னா you need to know about these summits because UPSC Prelims ல கேட்டிருக்காங்க ஏற்கனவே. So the first summit of this BRICS held at Russia, that is in Ekaterinburg in the year 2009. And the second summit held at Brazil, and the third one at China, fourth one at India, fifth at South Africa, and sixth Brazil, seventh Russia, eighth India, ninth China, and 10th will be at South Africa. So I hope you got the chronology of the summits. புரியுதுங்களா? So if you have look at the screen, then you would have easily understand what I am trying to say. So this is the chronology of the summit. And it is also important that you need to know about the important outcome of this summit. So we all know that the first summit held at Russia, that is in 2009 at Ekaterinburg. And on the summit la எத்தனை members இருந்தாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டிங்கன்னா, only 4 members were there. And they are BRIC. And it is only in the year 2011, South Africa joined this BRIC, and this summit now consisted of 5 nations. So BRIC இருந்து BRICS-க்கு மாத்திட்டாங்க with the inclusion of South Africa in third summit. Plus the most important summit which you need to know with respect to BRICS is the fifth summit, that is the summit which held at South Africa in 2013. And in the summit oda outcome la vandadu da take Veni declaration. So what is this take Veni declaration is all about அப்படினு சொல்லி கேட்டிங்கன்னா, in this summit they decided that they are going to create new development bank, contingent reserve arrangement, BRICS business council and BRICS think tank council. So இந்த நாலத்தையும் எஸ்டாப்லிஷ் பண்ண போறோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு 2013 ல take Veni declaration மூலமாக அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ணாங்க. Fine. So take Veni declaration is associated with அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு UPSC ல. And again in the next summit, that is in the sixth summit which held at Brazil in 2014, அங்க ஒரு declaration எடுத்துட்டு வந்தாங்க which was called as Fortaleza declaration. And it is in this Fortaleza declaration they established the new development bank and contingent reserve arrangement. புரியுதுங்களா? So if you take 2016 prelims paper, then you would have seen a question, the Fortaleza declaration is associated with அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு சிம்பிளா கேட்டிருப்பாங்க. So it is in this Fortaleza, that is via Fortaleza declaration, they established the new development bank and contingent reserve arrangement. And again in 2015 the summit held at Ufa, that is a place in Russia, which happens to be the 7th summit. And in the summit la அவங்க என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா, we will initiate a new process for the creation of a payment system which will be a alternative to the SWIFT system அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு alternative payment system காக ஒரு comprehensive strategy propose பண்ணாங்க. That is in 2015. And in 2016, that is the 8th summit which held at Goa, they brought out Goa declaration where they brought in an agreement for the setting up of agriculture research platform. So announce பண்ணாங்க. Fine. So that it could give a major boost to the agriculture sector. And அதே மாதிரி they proposed to launch a credit rating agency. So 2016 Goa summit அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு உங்களுக்கு கேட்டாங்கன்னா, then you need to remember two things. That is they proposed for the setting up of agriculture research platform and they proposed to launch a BRICS credit rating agency. புரியுதுங்களா? So this was the outcome of the Goa summit. And in the latest summit, that is the 9th summit which held at Xiamen, இதுல ஒரு மேஜரான அவுட்கம் சொல்ற மாதிரி எதுவுமே இல்ல. But however they emphasized on economic and trade cooperation and அதே மாதிரி innovation cooperation, that is they brought in an action plan for the 3 years, that is from 2017 to 2020. இந்த innovation cooperation காக நம்ம work செய்வோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி இருந்தாங்க. And அதே மாதிரி they signed an MOU between BRICS Business Council and New Development Bank. Fine. So these were the few important commercial ties document which was signed through the Xiamen declaration. But however, இவ்வளவுதானா Xiamen declaration ல அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, no. Even they claimed certain organizations as the terrorist organization, that is பாகிஸ்தானை பேஸ் பண்ணி இருக்கிற terror groups எல்லாம் terrorism follow பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு they have announced, for instance Haqqani network, Lakshri Taiba, Jaish e Mohammed and so on. So இவங்க எல்லாம் terrorism follow பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க. But however it is not important for UPSC because UPSC directly doesn't ask these sort of information. புரியுதுங்களா? So I hope you got clarity with respect to summits and important outcomes. And இப்போ we will see what is New Development Bank and so on. So New Development Bank, BRICS Development Bank. Why there is a need for such sort of bank அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா, generally there is an opinion which is prevailing that the financial institutions like World Bank and IMF இங்க westernized nations ஓட domination ரொம்ப அதிகமா இருக்கு. For instance, if you take World Bank, அங்க USA ஓட say is more, and even the terms and conditions, all the rules and regulations which are brought out by the bank is more friendly towards the westernized nation rather than the developing nation. So அதனால we have Fortaleza Declaration, as we saw earlier. This New Development Bank was established. So this happens to be a multilateral development bank. So multilateral development bank na a financial institution that has been established by more than one country. புரியுதுங்களா? So this has 5 member states, that is BRICS, as you know. And what is the bank objective அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா, they will do financing, they will provide loans or financial aid or guarantees to infrastructure and sustainable development projects. So யாருக்கெல்லாம் ஃபண்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா, only BRICS nation அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா, no, even for emerging economies or developing nations-க்கு கூட இவங்க ஃபண்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. Fine. So சிம்பிளா சொல்லணும்னா என்னன்னா, ஒரு சஸ்டைனபிள் ப்ராஜெக்ட் இருக்கு or any infrastructure project இருக்கு, then அதுக்கு ஃபண்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. and அதே மாதிரி இவங்க மெம்பர் ஸ்டேட்ஸ்லயும் ஃபண்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க, so that all could achieve towards development. Fine. So this is the objective of the bank. And again, இந்த பேங்கை பத்தி சில factual informationsலாம் உங்களுக்கு தெரியணும். That is, the initial authorized capital of the bank is $100 billion. So இந்த பேங்க்ல வந்து $100 billion இருக்கும். But however, the initial subscribed capital will be only $50 billion. அதாவது $100 billion பேங்க், பட் ஸ்டார்டிங்ல நீங்க $50 billion கொடுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. ஃபைன். அண்ட் $50 billion எப்படி ஷேர் பண்ணுவாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா, all will give $10 billion each. ஸோ இப்போ $100 billion பேங்க்னா all will give $20 billion each. புரியுதுங்களா? ஸோ this bank is an $100 billion bank and the subscribed capital or the initial subscribed capital is only $50 billion. and அதே மாதிரி இந்த பேங்க்ல போர்ட் ஆஃப் கவர்னர்ஸ் இருப்பாங்க, போர்ட் ஆஃப் டைரக்டர்ஸ் இருப்பாங்க, and பிரசிடென்ட் இருப்பாரு. ஸோ போர்ட் ஆஃப் கவர்னர்ஸ் shall be from Russia. That is, the first chair of board of governors shall be from Russia, and the board of directors will be from Brazil. That is the first board of directors, and the first president of the bank will be from India. Fine. So 5 years term இருக்கும் எல்லாருக்கும். So first board of governor Russia lende, first board of directors will be from Brazil, and president from India. And the headquarters of the bank is at Shanghai. Fine. So these were few factual information which you need to know. And again, one more important point is with respect to voting rights. அதாவது இந்த பேங்க்ல voting rights எப்படி இருக்கும்னா, all the members will have equal say in the bank. Fine. So this bank seem to be quite democratic அப்படின்னு கூட நம்ம சொல்லலாம். ஏன்னா all will give $20 billion each. So all will have equal voting share. So இப்போ 5 ஓட்டுனா ஆளுக்கு ஒரு ஓட்டு இருக்கும். And the first regional office of this bank will be at Johannesburg. Fine. Again, add on this information. So இவ்ளோ தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா போதும். It's more than enough with respect to this New Development Bank. And now we will see about contingent reserve arrangement. And again, this contingent reserve arrangement was established as a part of Fortaleza Declaration. And what is this objective of this contingent reserve arrangement? அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா, the basic objective is to provide additional liquidity to the BRICS nation in the period of economic crisis. அதாவது, say for example, a nation is engaging in trade, and trade அப்போ they have balance of payment crisis, or again, if there is a liquidity pressure, then this contingent reserve arrangement will help them. அதாவது இன்னும் சிம்பிளா சொல்லணும்னா, இப்போ ட்ரேட் நடக்குதுன்னு வைங்களேன். So generally trade happens through dollars, right? What if there is a more demand for dollars? So அதை வந்து நம்ம liquidity pressure அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். So இந்த மாதிரி டைம்ல this contingent reserve arrangement will provide support to its member nations. புரியுதுங்களா? So this is the purpose of this contingent reserve arrangement. So இப்போ 2016 prelimsல again ஒரு question கேட்டிருப்பாங்க. Liquidity pressure is associated with அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு question கேட்டிருந்தாங்க 2016. So dollars தான் அதுக்கு answer. And to solve that purpose, this contingent reserve arrangement has been brought in. And again, this is also seen as an competition to the westernized nations. Why? Because even in trade, the dollars tend to dominate. Even நம்ம global financial institutions லாம் எப்படி இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு பார்த்தோம். That is, they are favoring westernized nations, or the westernized nation tend to dominate in that institution. So அதனால this is seen as a competition to IMF. And friends, again, இங்க உங்களுக்கு சில information தெரியணும். அதாவது என்னன்னா, this contingent reserve arrangement will be $100 billion reserve. Fine. So bank உடைய authorized capital $100 billion தான், and even for this reserve it is $100 billion. But however, the contribution is different here. And in the contribution பாத்தீங்கன்னா $41 billion will be from China, and India, Brazil, Russia will contribute $18 each. That is $18 billion billion each, and South Africa will contribute $5 billion. And again, the voting rights are different here because China have contributed more, so they have nearly about 40% of the voting rights, while India, Brazil and Russia have only 18%. Fine, so unequal contribution, so voting rights also varies. Purithungla? And again, this contingent reserve arrangement came into force in the year 2016. So it's more than enough if you know these points with respect to this reserve. And the next important thing which you need to know is SWIFT. So why SWIFT? Because we saw earlier that the BRICS nations are about to bring an alternative payment gateway system, fine, which could be seen as a competition to the SWIFT. So what is the SWIFT is all about? First of all, SWIFT is a cooperative body, but however they provide a network, and in the network Mulyamaga, many nations do financial transactions. For example, if my YouTube earning is there, for receiving my YouTube earning, I need to provide the SWIFT code. Fine, and again, foreign transaction SWIFT code. Fine, so this happens to be a network for financial transaction between the nations. And even with the help of this SWIFT, you can again receive or send informations and so on. Fine, so simple. This SWIFT is for financial transaction between the countries. Now, what happens is, again, this SWIFT tend to be a westernized model. So, adanala, idhukku against our payment gateway system BRICS nations have decided. Fine. Right now, they have not implemented, but again, there is a proposal. Fine. And one more important thing which you need to know is BRICS Credit Rating Agency. So, what is this all about? Westernized credit rating agency like Standard & Poor, Fitch, Moody's. So, they favor only westernized nation. In spite of doing good, India has been ranked poor in many of the credit rating agencies. So, idhanala investment too kammi agudhu. So, again, this BRICS nation have bought an initiative and made a proposal that they will bring up their own credit rating agency or an independent credit rating agency which can evaluate nations with rationality. Purithungla? So, ஒரு நியாயமான credit rating agency எடுத்துட்டு வரணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு proposal வச்சிருக்காங்க, but however it is not implemented or it is yet to be established right now. Fine. So, why I am telling this information is because UPSC Prelims எப்படி கேட்கலாம்னா the BRICS Credit Rating Agency was established in the year 2017 அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்கலாம். So credit rating agency இன்னும் establish பண்ணல. புரியுதுங்களா? So these are few points which you need to know about the BRICS, and I hope I have covered enough points of BRICS. We'll move on to the next topic. That is nuclear weapon free zone. And friends, last year this nuclear weapons free zone was an expected question, but however it was not reflected in the 2017 prelims paper, and I think this year they can ask about this nuclear weapons free zone. Fine. So what is this nuclear weapons free zone அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா, this happens to be an agreement between a group of countries. So இத ஒரு treaty between the countries or agreement between the countries கூட சொல்லலாம். So what sort of agreement அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா, இந்த agreementல they will ban the usage of nuclear weapons, or they will ban the development of nuclear weapons, or even they will ban the movements of nuclear weapons. புரியுதுங்களா? So nuclear weapons முழுக்க ban பண்ணிடுவாங்க இந்த nuclear weapon free zoneல. That is, a group of countries will come together and they will sign a treaty among themselves. And in the agreement, அவங்க United Nations General Assembly ல pass பண்ணிடுவாங்க. Fine. So it has to be recognized by United Nations General Assembly. Fine. So ஒரு nuclear free zone which are recognized by United Nations General Assembly. Fine. And இந்த மாதிரி எவ்வளவு zones இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா, there are nearly 5 zones in the world. And அந்த 5 zones என்னன்னா, Latin America by the Treaty of Tlatelolco. So please mind my pronunciation. And the second one is South Pacific by the Treaty of Rarotonga, and the Southeast Asia by the Treaty of Bangkok, Africa by the Treaty of Pelindaba, and Central Asia weapon free zone by the Treaty of Semi-Palatines. So ஏன் இதை நம்ம படிக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா, லாஸ்ட் இயர் இந்தியாவும் நமீபியாவும் ஒரு நியூக்ளியர் டீல் சைன் பண்ணாங்க. அண்ட் அதுல அவங்க என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா, ஓகே நீங்க எங்களுக்கு யுரேனியம் சப்ளை பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னாங்க. பட் ஹவவர், பிகாஸ் நமீபியா have signed this Treaty of Pelindaba, they said to India that we cannot supply nuclear minerals to you. Why? Because India is not a signatory of NPT, and by the Treaty of Pelindaba, which happens to be a nuclear weapon free zone treaty, they cannot send nuclear minerals to India because India is not a signatory of NPT. புரியுதுங்களா? So UPSC Prelimsல என்ன கேட்கலாம்னா, Treaty of Pelindaba னா என்னன்னு கேட்கலாம், or nuclear weapon free zones னா என்னன்னு கேட்கலாம். Fine. So these are 5 nuclear weapons free zone, and இது இல்லாம there are again 3 nuclear weapon free zones, that is Antarctic, space and seabed. So these are also considered as nuclear weapons free zone by virtue. Fine. So nuclear weapons free zone na enna and Treaty of Pelindaba na enna theliva paathukonga. Fine. And the next topic which we are going to see is Tapi natural gas pipeline. Fine. So Tapi, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, இந்த 4 nation connect பண்ற மாதிரி ஒரு natural gas pipeline, and the Asian Development Bank funds this project. So this pipeline will transport natural gas from Galknish gas field. Fine. So in the Galknish gas gal field is in Turkmenistan. So the natural gas will be transported through Herat and Kandahar province of Afghanistan to Pakistan. And Pakistan India that is via Punjab. That is, this project will end at Punjab. So this project was initiated in the year 2015 and it is expected to be operational by 2019. So hopefully mudichiduvanga. But however, there are few obstacles in this project. First is the security situation in Afghanistan. Anga Taliban irukku who controls a particular zone, so which happens to be a great concern. And added to that, ipo Pakistan it passes through Balochistan province. So there is an insurgency in Balochistan. Even that happened to be a problem. And adhe madri India-Pakistan relation nariya tensions irukku. That is cross-border firing and so on. So adanala this project gets affected. Plus added to that, even the cost of the project is increasing day by day. So adu inflation or because of security risk so privatized companies are not taking any sort of projects because of this. So even this happens to be a cause of concern. So these are few issues with respect to this TAPI project. But however, once implemented, this is going to be a good boost for our country energy security. And again, friends, UPSC Prelims the base pani questions eppadi kekkalam appdin solli kettingna, this TAPI project will supply natural gas from Russia to India appdin solli kekkalam, or it is funded by World Bank or not appdin solli kekkalam. So we know that it is from Turkmenistan, and from Turkmenistan it will enter into Afghanistan, that is via Herat and Kandahar province, and Kandahar province la Pakistan kulla enter aayi it ends at Punjab. Fine. And this project is funded by Asian Development Bank. So factual information kekradhukku da chances irukku, and this project is expected to be completed by 2019. Puriyudungla? So this is all about TAPI project. And friends, the next topic is India joining Australia group plus WASSENAAR arrangement. So friends, in the WASSENAAR arrangement topic na ஏற்கனவே editorial analysisல இன்டீப்பா கவர் பண்ணிருக்கேன். But however, நான் அந்த editorial analysis எடுக்கும்போது India was not a member of Australia group. Fine. So அந்த editorial analysisல you just add this point that India have also become a member of Australia group. Fine. So இந்த ஒரு point நீங்க rectify பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா மத்தபடி you just go through the editorial analysis. The link is given in the description box where I have given you a complete details about the WASSENAAR arrangement or the missile technology control regime. புரியுதுங்களா? So this is one thing which I wanted to say. Or else you feel that no sir, you just take a complete video, so it will hardly take me 10 minutes and I will upload it. Yana erkanave edutha topic, it's very easy for me to cover. So if you want a similar sort of video, I will upload. But what I want you is just comment below whether you want a separate video or the link which I have given is more than enough. Fine. And coming to the next topic, that is with respect to referendum. So friends, rendu edathila referendum nadandhathu. One was in Iraq and the other one was in Spain. Puriyudungla? So Iraq la the referendum was because of Kurds people, and in Spain it is because of Catalonians. So Kurds, who are they appdin solli kettingna, they are an ethnic minority in Middle East and they are inhabited in 4 countries, that is Turkey, Syria, Iraq, Iran. Fine. So 4 nation la Kurds are settled, but however ஒரு certain population are also scattered in Armenia appdinu சொல்றாங்க. Fine. But however, they are mainly settled in 4 nations, that is Turkey, Syria, Iraq, Iran. And anga they are subjected to suppression. So adanala what they felt is, okay, we want a separate nation appdin solittu they opted for referendum. And in the referendum nadandhathu engana Iraq la veriyum. So Iraqi Kurdish people went for referendum and of course they won over there. Fine. But however, it was rejected by many, like by the Iranian government or Iraqi government and so on. So அந்த இஷ்யூல நம்மளுக்கு அவசியம் இல்ல. But who are Kurds and where they are settled and referendum எங்க நடந்தது, so இது தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா போதும். And even with respect to Catalonia people are some sort of wealthy people, and what they believe is the Spain government is not good. In spite of them doing good with respect to economy, Spain oda economy is not performing good appdin solittu avungalukku oru feeling. So what they seek is an independent nation from Spain. So adukkaga avanga referendum nadathranga. That is Catalonians people wanted to come out of Spain. Puriyudungla? So these were 2 referendum which was in the news frequently. And the third one which we need to know is Mojave region. So Mojave happens to be a place in Philippines, and anga enna problem appdin solittu kettingna ISIS terrorist organization oda intrusion irundhathu. Adhaavadhu anga irukra ISIS organization வந்து Moti group appdin சொல்லுவாங்க. So they have captured the Mojave and idukku against a Philippines government deployed troops. புரியுதுங்களா? So UPSC prelims la Mojave province Philippines appdin solittu match the following la kekkalam. Fine. And again one more group who were in the news was Madesi. So Madesi, they want constitutional reform in Nepal. They want proper representation. So again they were in the news. And again one more group who were in the news were Sinhalese. So Sinhalese are the Buddhist majority people who used to live in Sri Lanka, and they tend to dominate the Tamils. Fine. So these were few regions or the group of people who were in the news. And UPSC prelims prelims match the following base பண்ணி questions கேட்கறதுக்கான வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்கு. Fine. So just have a check on it. And if you feel I left any அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு feel பண்ணீங்கன்னா you just write it down in the comment box. I will include that in the next video. Fine. And the next topic which we will see is all about international maritime search and rescue exercise. So friends, இது தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி what you need to know is Indian Ocean Naval Symposium. So what is the meaning of symposium அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா symposiumனா ஒரு conference or ஒரு discussion or ஒரு forum அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லலாம். So in the Indian Ocean Naval Symposium was initiated by India or Indian Navy in particular in 2008. So எதுக்காக எடுத்துட்டு வந்தாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா Indian Ocean border பண்ற countries எல்லாம் இருக்காங்க இல்லையா, அவங்கள எல்லாரையும் கூப்பிட்டு discussion பண்றதுக்காக, so that maritime cooperation could be enhanced and even maritime issues could be mitigated. Fine. So எல்லாம் ஒண்ணா சேர்ந்து information எல்லாம் share பண்ணிப்பாங்க so that peace and stability could be established in the Indian Ocean region. So this was initiated in the year 2008 by the Indian Navy and எல்லா வாட்டியும் informations எல்லாம் எப்படி இருக்கும்னா like all the nations Navy personnels will come and they will tend to exchange information with respect to information security, maritime security, disaster relief and assistance and so on. Fine. And in the Indian Ocean Naval Symposium எத்தனை members இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா 35 members are there. Like few are observers country but inclusive of all they are 35 members. Fine. And இது last year prelims ல கேட்டிட்டாங்க. But however this year you need to know something about international maritime search and rescue exercise. So what is this அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா as the name depicts it is an exercise. Fine. So rescue operation எப்படி எடுத்துட்டு வருவாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு trial எடுத்தாங்க. And this international maritime search and rescue exercise happens to be the first rescue exercise of Indian Ocean Naval Symposium. So it is first of its kind and it was conducted in the year 2017, that is in November 2017 in Bay of Bengal. So இதை யார் conduct பண்ணா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா Bangladesh conduct பண்ணாங்க. Fine. So why it is important? Because this happens to be first of its kind exercise, that is maritime search and rescue exercise under the aegis of Indian Ocean Naval Symposium. Fine. So UPSC prelims ல எப்படி கேட்கலாம்னா this international maritime search and rescue exercise is under the aegis of Indian Ocean Naval Symposium அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்கலாம். Or it was conducted in the year 2010 அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்கலாம். So we know that it is in the year 2017. புரியுதுங்களா? And the next topic is low enriched uranium bank in Kazakhstan. So uranium, which happens to be an important nuclear mineral for electricity generation as well as for the construction of nuclear weapons. So in the uranium store பண்ணி வைக்கிறதுக்காக ஒரு bank, that is low enriched uranium bank, and that too in Kazakhstan. And this bank will be managed by IAEA, that is International Atomic Energy Agency. So I would have already told you that this International Atomic Energy Agency happens to be an autonomous organization, that is they are independent of United Nations system. Friends, again I got many comments and many messages with respect to IAEA whether they are part of United Nations or not. See, according to Wikipedia, this IAEA was established as an autonomous organization, but however they do report to United Nations General Assembly and Security Council. Ana they have a separate international treaty for them, they have their own treaty and they are independent of United Nations system. Fine. So this is what is given in the Wikipedia. So இவங்க ஒரு low enriched uranium bank Kazakhstanல open பண்ணிருக்காங்க. And friends, again what is the purpose of this bank அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா in case of any shortage or emergency with respect to this uranium usage, then they will be supplying this uranium to the particular member states. Fine. So this is available only for the IAEA member states. இப்போ India is a member of IAEA and இப்போ இந்தியால uranium supply டக்குன்னு ஸ்டாப் ஆயிடுச்சு or uranium reserves இல்லனா, then as a supplier of last resort they will provide uranium to us. புரியுதுங்களா? So this is the purpose of this LEU bank. And friends, again please make a note that இந்த மாதிரி LEU bank it's first of its kind. அதாவது ஒரு ஆர்கனைசேஷன் யூரேனியம் ஸ்டோரேஜ் பண்றது this is the first time. So இதுக்கு முன்னாடி யூரேனியம் ஸ்டோரேஜ் எல்லாம் யாருமே பண்ணது இல்லையா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா எஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க, பட் அவங்க எல்லாம் இண்டிபெண்டன்ட் நேஷன்ஸ் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. ஸோ நம்ம என்பிடியோட ஷார்ட் கமிங்ஸ்லேயே பார்த்துருப்போம், in spite of signing the treaty many nations have stockpiles of nuclear weaponries and uranium அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. Fine. So this is first of its kind for an autonomous organization to have a bank. புரியுதுங்களா? So I hope I have given you enough information with respect to this IAEA. So I am stopping this video now, and in the next video I will give all the aspects of Southeast Asian nations. Plus I will upload a separate video based upon the maps. And UPSC prelims la map based questions are asked frequently, so I felt that I will make a video on the maps, and hopefully tomorrow I will upload the video and will complete the international relations. Fine. And the next topic which I am going to start is economics. So I will be covering all the economics current affairs. Hopefully I will be starting with GST, I think so. So I will try to do it as soon as possible. Fine. So thank you friends. Thank you for watching.